Look at that cute
Welcome.
Oh my god, I just want to say...
VIP, it's very exciting to have you all here.
It's so great, and I just want to say we always get great questions, but the first question tonight made me laugh so much. Are you ready for it? Wow, really excited. What do we gotta do? Gonna give you some Coca-Cola? Get you pepped up? The first question is, are there any plans to bring back the sexy closer version that you played at the Royale in Boston? This makes me laugh.
What version was it?
Because I'm like trying to think of like if we ever done a sexy version of
Was it like a
Closer.
remix version? Where's the person that asked the question? Was it the remix version? Yeah. I think it was like Bradley, like Somber's version of it that we played.
Yeah, we try not to generally think of our band in the terms of sexy. So it just made me laugh because I was like, I think...
No, some of those remixes, you're right, they were pretty seductive.
Oh wow, seductive, another word I try not to think about when I think about our band. Okay, that was a good version though.
We talk about, in the show currently we're doing kind of a hybrid of a remix of Boyfriend and the album version. It's fun to change it up still. You don't want it to be unrecognizable, but...
I have a fantasy of going out one day and just doing a tour where it's just like all super, super like slow minor key versions of every song we've ever done. It's just like the slowest, saddest tour. It'll be one for all older, like all of us. Yeah. I have to slow things down a little bit, just bring it down.
A 4 p.m. show with just sad minor key versions of everything. So,
right before they hand out the Jello.
Okay. When I first found their music, there was a lot less of it, so I scraped to find every track I could. One of my favorites was Empty in Between, a B-side from an If It Was You single. It was short and perfect, like me. Do you remember that song? Any chance you'll play that for me in the spring? Haha. I will also accept other If It Was You B-sides, Missing You and Come On Kids. I tweeted about this, I think, or maybe I put it on stories. I'm trying to figure out, because this next spring we are going out and doing a whole run of dates where we play our whole album, If It Was You, acoustic. And I'm like, does that mean we have to play the B-sides too?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Here, let me finish. Let me ask the rest of the question. We're going to play the whole album of If It Was You, but then we're also going to play like a set of older songs, like, and a mix of like, crowd pleasers and some of our bigger songs, and that would cut into that, and I think for some people it's already going to be a lot of deep cuts because If It Was You is so old, so think on that. But maybe one of them. I can't imagine doing all three, but I will say to the person, oh Jamie, this is you.
Yes.
Who is this? Oh Jamie.
Sorry.
You're right. Back in the day it was like you had to scrape it together, but now it's so hard. We have so much music, there's so many songs. Every tour we're like, should we do a cover song? And then we're like, no, because we have so many of our own songs. Like, why would we waste a spot, So, we could pull a Taylor Swift and play like 3 hours, but we can barely get through an hour and 45. Hard. I'm tired.
That song's like a minute long, so.
I know.
I feel like Tegan could do Empty in Between. I feel like that's
I could learn it, probably.
You also
once.
Asked, just very specifically, why did you decide to do a whole tour of Toronto suburbs? Great question. And I have two answers. One, all of the shows that we're doing are in performing arts theaters, and they're sort of all linked together. So, like, when we decided we wanted to do an acoustic tour...
It's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, they're all linked together, so it's like you kind of go out to the whole group of them, and then they book you, and you end up in their brochure for the year, and they're all linked together. We didn't specifically say, like, wow, Brampton, we really want to get back there, but no offense to Brampton. But it's all sort of tied together, and we wanted to try a tour that was sort of lower stakes in terms of, it's less about production and it's actually more just about getting back to just playing guitar and singing and just see how that feels. And they're the perfect size rooms because they're really intimate. It's like 300 people. So it'll be...
It's also like a very populous part of Canada. Obviously, it's the most condensed part, so you can do something like that. It'd be hard to do it anywhere else. So,
but I think more people that live in that little area than all of the rest of Canada. So there's also lots of population to draw from. And I was saying last night, there's
everyone heard me say that sentence, right?
Yeah, I'm jumping on that point and saying, and there's also a lot of prisons in the area. And I don't know about you, but I like true crime, so I plan on beefing up on. So we've got what kind of local crime celebrities we've got. Maybe I'll even solve a crime while we're on the tour. Join me. Okay. Episode 1 of Sara Solves. biggest unsolved murder of Brampton's history. Okay.
If you had to name a litter of 4 kittens, what would you name them? Okay, and that says will be used for shelter kittens. So someone here, you're naming kittens for the shelter that you work at? Is that how that's going? That the suggestion? Now you're embarrassed? Don't be embarrassed, it's so sweet. It works because the other day we were tagged 3,000 times in a rescue who has a Tegan and a Sara dog. They look so, even I was like, holy shit, am I gonna get 2 new dogs? So it works. So I would tell you to pick like celebrities, you know what I mean? Like, so we've got to think of a foursome. Let's see, who are 4 people that are linked together right now? Like you could do like Taylor Swift, that football guy that she's, right? Travis? Okay, Travis, Taylor, Maddie.
No, I don't like this.
Whatever, I'm just saying, it'll create pandemonium online. And then we did like one other, what was the cute English guy that she was dating? Joe. I'm just saying, if you name the 4 kittens that and you tag them, they'll be gone. Like
I think you should name them after the Golden Girls. Do like, right? So many, look at that.
that will work too. I said celebrity. I'm just saying. Okay, Sarah, what were your favorite subjects in high school?
I don't know.
Come on, English.
I mean, drama, I guess. I was really checked out in high school. I was just getting through. I really did like English classes. I love it, even when I was at my rock bottom in terms of like my attention span. I did like to read. I didn't love what we read in high school, like so many Shakespeare boring shit. Like I just was like, I would like read as fast as I could whatever the teacher would put in front of me, and then I would bring my own book to class, and the teacher would let me read my own book in class. And
Nerd.
I know, it was kind of nerdy. And then at one point, I had my first period class was English, and I would come in and I would take my oversized hoodie off, and I would make a pillow out of it, and I would sleep through the class. And my teacher, Mr. Mitchell, he was just like, I loved him. He was my favorite teacher. He just let me sleep through the class. He just was like, as long as you can like finish your work and answer the questions and whatever, he was just like, go ahead and sleep. You need it. You're young. That's what he said.
You should have set up a cot.
Like not just me. Like he just was like, if you really need to sleep in this class, please feel free.
Okay,
And
someone
I
said,
just
what's
was
your
like,
dream venue to play?
Why are you asking all the questions?
Well, because I'm asking myself. I'm just because there's a lot today. I'm just, what's your dream venue? We haven't played Radio City Music Hall. I think that would be really cool.
This is a dark question. Would you rather never own a cat again or plants? Like I have to choose like the death of plants or my pets? Or like is the idea that everything dies and now I have to choose which one I never want to own again? Who asked this question? Alex, were you yesterday too? Yeah. What does this mean to you? What are you trying to find out? What I like more, my cats or my plants? Obviously my cats.
Well, not the cats right now.
Like if my cats are dead, would I own cats again?
Yeah.
Yes. That's a weird way to ask that, but and I'm not sure
like
what it has
it.
to do with plants.
I like it. Okay, God, I'm heartbroken to answer this. They didn't leave their, oh no, they did. Sorry, I folded it. Oh shoot, it's creased over the name. Is it Tiani?
Yeah, Tiani.
Tiani. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't your question, but I'll go back to you. I'm so sorry. Kathy. Sorry, it's because it's like 2 charts and then the names are over here, right? So it's like I need like a ruler. Okay, Cassie, you asked, how's cruise planning coming? Any tentative locations or dates? We're not going to do it.
Aww.
We decided not. But it doesn't mean we're going to do some sort of Tegan and Sara con type experience. We kind of love the idea of bringing Tegan and Sara fans in from all over, like having one location and then like, playing like 2 or 3 of our records start to finish over a course of a certain amount of nights and like bringing in other bands we like and doing Q&A and like basically taking the cruise experience but putting it on land. There's just no way to make it work cruise-wise, and like we didn't realize you kind of take on some of the financial responsibility, and that's just not going to happen right now. So, also Sarah called it a floating toilet. So
you have to drive the ship too, and I just was like, it's time to get the captain's license.
I would say it was some of it's financial, some of it's just timing, but it's also just, it's an absurd amount of work, which we also didn't know, and I think a lot of bands just hand it off to someone else, but as anyone who knows us knows, we're very controlling, and so we'd want to be a part of every detail to make sure that it's really awesome for everyone who goes, because it's not cheap. So we'll do it eventually, but it's not going to happen. So if you're saving for the cruise, spend it on merch or Taylor Swift tickets.
Okay, there's a question about what's the best gift we've ever received. This is a hard one, because like so many of the gifts, it's either like intimate or it's not funny. So how about I'm just gonna tell you some of the worst gifts I've ever gotten, because those jumped right into my head as soon as I read your question. Okay, let's start with when we're 11. We were 11, and we were gonna go on a vacation that summer, and my dad for Christmas got us one single suitcase, because he said we needed it for the trip. Like that was our Christmas present. Okay, gift number 2. I don't know, it feels like when you're 11, you shouldn't, it's like sort of like getting, I don't know, it just feels like you need, what were we gonna do, bring our clothes in garbage bags? Like, I'm like, anyway, sorry, I guess you guys just love suitcases.
Somebody asked how many guitars we own.
No, wait, I'm not done.
Oh, I'm sorry,
not done.
You're still gonna list
Yes.
more gifts?
Okay, second worst gift I ever got. This one always makes me feel really bad for saying it, because I really feel like my parents were trying. I asked for a telescope because I got very into the moon and the stars, and my mom got me a pair of binoculars.
That one's sad.
It's all I could see was
The luggage just makes you seem ungrateful, but that one's
This one's sort of
tough.
like, oh my god, yeah, right. Okay, last one. When we first got out of high school and people were starting to get laptops, we were starting our business, we were launching our business, and we asked for laptops for Christmas, and my mom got us a Palm Pilot.
Where's Memphis and Izzy? We're saying hi to you.
Hi.
It's so funny because this person wrote, "Here with my kids, may you say hi to Memphis and Izzy." I was like expecting like 8-year-olds. I can't really see that far, so I don't know. How old are you? Okay, you are like adult sized. Yeah. Hi. It's just funny, like when people say hi to their kids, you expect like they're gonna be like little kids. This is adorable. This, for whatever reason, is delighting me that you're adults. I don't know why. Nice to meet you guys. Oh yeah, someone asked like how many guitars we own and what's our favorite or go-to guitars. We don't own as many guitars as one might think because we auction them off for charity a lot. We give prior to starting the Tegan and Sara Foundation, we often would give away our guitars to charities. And then now with Tegan and Sara Foundation, we usually auction a few off every year. So we're not hoarders, we're not collecting. It's no judgment. I know musicians who have hundreds of guitars. For me, I just don't understand that. I would never play them. I'd have nowhere to display them, or like storing them is difficult. So, but we keep our favorites, and there's like some really nice small-bodied, Arlo Guthrie guitars that we have that are really sweet. They're like the perfect size, and I love playing them. And I just like parlor-sized guitars. I like little guitars. Like the guitars that we play on stage right now are not what I normally would play. It's just Fender gives them to us, and then we auction them off. So they're not the size that I like. But I put it on, and I play it every night for the greater good. They also sound better because they're bigger. I think the bigger guitars sound better. But yeah, we keep our favorites. We've definitely got some weird guitars that we'll probably never play ever again, but we just have sentimental attachment. When we signed our record deal, Neil Young gave us each a guitar. And they've broken now. Like we toured with them for a long time, and like one of them, the neck snapped, and we had it put back together. And like I'll just never get rid of those. Those feel like sentimental, I guess, even though they're not really playable. So yeah, are you gonna do one more? Or are you done?
I think I was done.
You could answer while I get my guitar.
Okay.
Huge guitar on. You
Okay.
could. There was one about. Where is it? What's your favorite memory of being a parent?
Oh. Well, my child is right there, so I'm waving. Hi. It's funny, memory.
Not the adult.
Not the adult one. That's my adult child holding the other child. Surprise, I had a child. I had a child many years ago, many decades ago. I feel like I'm just sort of, one thing that's starting to happen already is, like when I go back and look at photos of when Sid was born, I can hardly believe that happened, and that he's the same creature as the child we have now. And yeah, it's all sort of like, it's a bit of a blur. I haven't had time to like really sit down and like super like absorb, reflect on anything. But yeah, I just have loved the experience. I really like being a parent. I like how hard and challenging it can feel, but also how like you get to just do it over and over and over again every day. Like it's not like he doesn't, not yet anyways. He just gets up and is like, you again. You know, he's not like, yesterday didn't go that great. You don't seem like totally, you know. I know eventually it'll get like that, but he's so unconditionally loving, and I feel so much unconditional
Especially
love.
for holding food.
Yeah. Okay, Tegan. Like, let's not food shame him.
No,
while
I
he's
love
here.
it. No, but the second part of the question was what's my favorite part of being an auntie. So I'm saying once he got really into food, that became my way to get in with him.
You can really tell Tegan's a dog person. Like, she's like, once he started being food and treat motivated, she was like, okay.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna pop by the bus because I think it's feeding time. And then I just sit by him with food, and he's like, he loves me.
He is really, really into food and eating, and it sometimes makes taking him places
He wants
where
to share. Or I had a burrito
Yeah.
yesterday, and it was very hot, and I was blowing on it, and he requested to blow on it, and so I let him blow on it, and I was like,
he could just eat like a full meal, bigger. He eats more food than I eat, and then we just walk by a cafe, and he'll see people eating, and he's looking straight into the people's eyes, and he's like, more. I want more. There.
kind of like me. All right, well, I'm gonna play a song called Soil Soil from an album called The Con. I've been joking when I play it. It's not a joke though, it's kind of serious, but I wrote Call It Off first, and then I didn't feel done. So I wrote Soil Soil. I just moved the capo. Same chords, same sentiment, about the same girl. Oh, and I'm feeling directionless, yes, and that's to be expected. I know that best, and creeps the morning. Another day's lost, just written wondering. I reply fast, all you need to save me. All you need to save me. Go, go. I'll be cool down, life lighting out for love. And I won't take any other call. I feel like a fool, so I'm gonna stop troubling you. Buried in my own letter, send to you, and if I forget, God forbid, die too soon. Hope that you'll hear me, know that I wrote to you. All you need to save me. All you need to save me. Go. I'll be cool down, the flooding after. I'll be cool down, sorry.
I thought you were gonna do like
That's the trumpet part. Trumpet, and I was like, don't do it.
It's just better if you just do it again because it's like, you know.
Cold. I'll be cool down, the flooding out from it all. And I won't take it.